Hey, I'm Kev Raw, and welcome back to Euro Truck Sim 2. As we are heading out of Italy for the first time. So I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. It's going to be a long one. It's almost 2,000 kilometers. As you can just below me. So we've got some time to talk about the channel for last year and what to expect on the channel for this year. So we're trying to get this up to cruise control as I was heading towards Milano. But we're actually heading... We've headed from, I think, like Parma. I think we're heading from... I can't remember, Parma or Verona. We're heading to Sardinia. But we're going through the south of France, which we've never been through. So, you know, might as well check out the sights and sounds. Let's see what it's like outside of Italy in Euro Truck Sim. And hopefully you won't get too lost. No doubt, well, just 1,800 kilometers. Hopefully the whole video won't be as long as this trip though. So, what can I say about last year first of all? 2022. Not a great year. In fact, I got a great way of showing why it was not a great year. Here's my Steam chart. This is my, you know, the amount of games I played and how frequently throughout the whole of the year. You might notice it's a bit low for most of the year, and then it really picks up in the last like 3 months. Oh god, go into the barrier. We're good. And that's because in the last few months, well, last few years, doing the issues, so, you know, the health issues, the physical, and it got a bit too much mentally as well this year, so, yeah, first, what, 9 or 10 months, just struggling in 2022. You know, I did still, you know, post stuff at the beginning of last year, like there was Forza Horizon 5, playing through WRC 10, at least one season of WRC 10 at the WRC level, finishing off, or starting to finish off, you know, Dirt Rally 2.0, Career Mode 2.0, checking out Grid Legends, the story mode, which wasn't that bad actually in the end, Supercross 5 as well, which wasn't that great in the end, and then finally checking out MotoGP 22, which was a game. And then, yeah, we had to say goodbye for like 6 months after that. Oh, we're getting cruise control. And, yeah, after that, we also had Rims Racing as well, doing the videos. I still got to do that as well for Rims Racing. This year, try and finally finish all that series. But, yeah, it was... After that, you just... Vizzy and Menti are just gone for most of that 6 months afterwards. I'm someone who very up and down in mood. Like, admittedly, struggles with depression, and when it's deep, like it was last year, it takes a few months for me to catch on. And you can see in those like 3 months after April where, you know, where I've gone a bit dormant. Then, oh, actually I've caught on by the time I'm starting to play the game in the middle, which was Jurassic World Evolution. I love Jurassic Park, one of my favourite films of all time, and for some reason I'd never played Jurassic World Evolution, which was like a perfect game for like 7 or 8 year old me, or even 30 odd year old me as well, as I love that game. And then we kind of tailed off again as I'm trying to, you know, you get better and better and better, and then finally, at the end of the year, as you can see, we got much better. Starting to play games. This is mostly starting to stream again as well. I think I've only released 1 video since I've come back. It's like Dakar Desert Rally run with the steering wheel on the bikes. But yeah, I've mostly streamed Dakar Desert Rally, you know, playing through that series and loving doing like the longer streams as well, playing through a Dakar Rally in 1 stream. I love doing those 2 streams. So you might see some longer streams more this year. And then going through WRC Generations, which is being a bit more up and down, a bit more down. Recently, as the issues in that game starting to get a bit too much as well. So yeah, we've got some adjustments maybe to do for next season of WRC Generations Career Mode. And then trying out new games for the first time, games I've owned for quite a long time actually as well, such as BeamNG. It's been probably at least 5 years since I've owned that. Same for this as well. Same for American Truck Sim. I think I got that when it came out, but I've never really played any of these games, and now I finally am, and enjoying the heck out of them, and you're probably going to see a lot more of them in this year. So for last year, should we go? I'll show you a bit of the old stats, as I like doing in these videos. So yeah, last year not great physically, mentally, channel wise probably as well. But I thought that. But then looking back at the stats, it seems like it's not gone too bad for a channel, considering, you know, I missed half a year of it and I wasn't really here for the first 4 months as well, like kind of mentally and physically as well. So if I bring up the stats, so in 2022 we had 67 live streams, only 11 videos. As I said, I had that Dakar Desert Rally video, and then the others are like rims racing videos basically, and that career mode. Compare that to 2021, where we had 167 videos, 108 live streams. That's when I really got into live streaming in 2021. And yeah, 167 videos, as well as we had lots of game modes to explore, lots of games to explore as well, which I'll explain later. So that's what, 275 pieces of content there, compared to just 78 in 2022. But then the views are only 40% less in 2022 compared to 2021. I know the views were kind of down from 2021 to 2020, but you know, in 2020 a big event happened in 2020 which caused us all to stay inside for quite a long time. And then if I look at views for videos and live streams, like videos, oh, we're just going through, okay, wasn't paying attention there. So for videos, views have gone down like 20k, you know, gone down like a third, which, you know, you expect 11 videos compared to 167, but still that difference, so it's not too bad considering how little videos I put out in comparison. But you'll see why as well later. And then for live streams, views are, oh, got to go this way, whoops. Oh, get out of here. I did not damage the trailer. Oh, someone crashed into me. Always their fault, not me doing a late turn. But then views for live streams are slightly up for 2021, as you would expect, as well, with our live stream quite a lot lately. And it's up like 7k. So again, even with less live streams, views are up. So I'm taking it as a positive though. Like, much less content in 2022. But in comparison to 2021, on average, like views and watch time as well, watch time is only 70% less than 2021, when it should be way less than that. And subs only went up like 100, like just around 150 odd, compared to like 200 odd. Again, considering I missed half the year, I'll definitely take that. And quite an even split actually between videos and subs coming from videos and streaming actually, surprisingly, in 2022, and that was a bit more lopsided for videos compared to streaming in 2021. But yeah, since I've come back as well, so I've had like a third, oh god, got to put my lights on, there we go. Like, it's basically all those stats, oh god, just got to inside. I should be paying attention to the road. I hate, this is the thing I don't like about these maps, is that there's so many toll roads. After playing American Truck Sim, where the roads literally are open quite a lot, coming to this, like all the toll roads, actually organised traffic as well, like it's it's pretty crazy difference. But yeah, it's all been like a third, like views have been pretty good the last 3 months. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for watching. What's that for everyone for watching, subscribing, commenting, and being interested in games and that I wanted to try for a long time and finally shown them, and just the actual direction this channel's got now, which is why I haven't been able to say in these review videos for a very long time. Like, That's maybe why it's taken so long to... I was meant to record this like a couple of weeks ago. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit nervous and excited for this year. Because I actually can see what I want to do throughout the whole of this year now. I'm just hoping my mental and physical health can actually keep up this time. So, in 2022, so top 10 vids. You'll be shocked to learn there's only one WRC Generations vid. That's my start of career mode. That is number 4. Half of them are WRC 10 videos. Like 4 of them are the live streams, and then the top video this year is how good is multiplayer in WRC 10. Second best is the start of career mode in WRC 10. Third best is, again, this is my golden goose, it seems like, in recent years. Dirt Rally 2.0, first Dirt Rally 2.0 career mode, the start of that career. That always seems to be getting views. Then it's WRC Generation start of career. Then it's F1 2021 formation, that where I said the F1 games are just going in a downward spiral. People really like that this year, so maybe they're finally cotton on to the F1 series. And then, yeah, WRC 10 private team debut. WRC 10 finishing junior WRC career. WRC 10 part 2 of career mode. And then at the bottom is SRX the game. How good is the short track asphalt pack DLC in number 9. And then 10th is Dirt Rally 2.0 career mode 1.0 part 2 of career. So it's a really strange mix of basically last year. The only video from this year in the top 10 is that WRC Generations career. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy actually thinking about that out loud. No Dakar Desert Rally, which is a bit disappointing on my view, because that's probably my favourite game of this year, of 2022. But yeah, comparing that to 2021, again, start of career mode for WRC 10 was at the top. Then it's Dirt Rally 2.0 career mode 1.0, start of that career. How good is multiplayer in WRC 10? Then WRC 9 start of career. Supercross 3 start of career. Race Room when I tried out the ranked online for the first time. WRC 8 start of career. WRC 10 second part of career. WRC 10 private team debut. And then finally Barger Edge of Control HD start of career as well. Running out the top 10. That's in 2021. So again, it's all start of career modes as well. So at least this year, there's a bit more of career mode for WRC 10. Like, basically all first 4 parts of it. Which, yeah, shows you that I made all my good content in 2021. Or it was all rubbish in 2022. All went downhill doing it. No, I expect next year we're going to see quite a lot of 2022 streams be in that. Like, I imagine there'll be some Dakar Desert Rally as well, or even these streams featuring this or American trucks, then we can maybe see those in the top 10 for 2023. And then viewers rise though, so 9 out of 10 videos, growing audience were actually Dakar Desert Rally, with just the start of WRC Generation Career Mode being in second. So that's the interesting like flip from the top 10 performing videos of last year, is that the videos that actually made me grow were mostly Dakar Desert Rally. That does not look good. Don't worry, we're driving in the dark, it's fine. Yeah, and I might need to get actually a service. Crap. Alright, tow to service. Whatever. Thanks, employers. Damn rentals. Oh, so... God, he's bored of this video already, isn't he? Rude. Hang on, let me just fix the truck. 20 grand, is it? Let's see. Oh, God. No, just repair everything. It is actually 20 grand. Okay. Thanks for covering it all, employer. Alright, we'll try and find a restroom for a driver as well, as he's knackered. Also interesting thing this year is, I don't think we had this previously on the analytics pages. Viewers, what you can see what your viewers are watching. And most of you are watching GP Laps, like I do. He's one of my favourite YouTubers as well. the official WRC channel, which again, no surprise, I've got quite a bit of WRC content, don't I? No, I don't think I can rest here, unfortunately. It looks like I have to go down the road, unfortunately, get some rest. Actually, no, he is blue. Maybe he's alright. Don't know. But then there's also this channel called Taki Ghazi, which I've never watched before. But he does lots of like WRC like runs and stuff. And alright, Copper. Alright, guys, stop freaking yawning on me. I just noticed that service has taken like 400 miles out of the trip. There you go. That's what you do. You make your engine malfunction, then you take out chunks of the trip journey. But yeah, we want to go down here because in see there's a bed. We need to rest. But yeah, what I've been watching his videos. He's incredibly good compared to me. So yeah, not surprised you'll watch him. I definitely am going to do that as well. So yeah, let's rest. Oh, we got an achievement. We got some Z's. Oh, it's nice. It's the daytime now. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, I definitely watched that. You only get a top 3, unfortunately, so I don't know if like a top 5 there would be other creators to watch. And just getting into the stats some more for the subs as well. So 21% of subs have all notifications on compared to between 20 and 30 typically on YouTube, which is pretty good. But again, got a very small sample size compared to most channels. We have 10% having all YouTube notifications on as well, which again is between 5 and 20%. We've got just under 96% male. Female viewership up to 4% from just under 1% in 2021. We're growing. And then, yeah, not subscribed though is actually most of the views, unfortunately though. It's 87% compared to 81 in 2021. So, yeah, you got to start subscribing, people. Alright? I'm not one of those people who do like call to actions though and all that stuff though. I should maybe start doing that, shouldn't I? It's called don't crash into the freaking fire truck. So let's find a bit of a straight, and then I'll go on to find the old demographics of you lot watching and listening to me, because there is a bit of interesting change from 2021 as well. Because in 2021, or this year, or 2022, should I say, viewership between the 13 and 70-year-olds is basically gone. I think people have written us I'm a boomer. Again, I'm getting out of that age brackets of the 25 to 34s now. I'm going to be out of that soon. Maybe that's why not appealing to the younger folks, because my viewership has gone up between the 18s and 24s. Just it's very similar. Has gone slightly down actually in the 25 to 34s, because it's gone slightly down in 35 to 44s, but it's gone up in the 45 to 54s. Okay, let's get going. That's it. Let's get going. There we go. And it's gone up in the 55 to 64s. So apparently I'm going for the older audience. And I was saying that the 65 plus audience is still at 0. So my campaign, you know, in the nursing homes, it's not paying off yet. We're going to have to push that harder this year. Not too hard, but you know, we're going to have to push it a bit harder. I might have to do some Jimmy McGill goodness with the nursing homes to get the 65 and plus appeal going on. But yeah, I do have a bit of a slightly older audience now compared to 2021 and 2022. And in countries, so top 4 my usual. US at the top, UK second. Indonesia's now in 3rd ahead of the UAE. UAE's down to 4th, but there's one country I always push for, because it's very dear to me. It's a country on the other side of the world where almost all of my family are. And there was a bit of appeal to action, because in 2021, They're only 28th on my list. I wanted them to be top 10. But Philippines, you did even better. You're top 5. You're rounding out the top 5 now. I'm very happy. I might come back to the country. Well, after Marcos and Daughter Duterte's gone, I'll come back to the country in like 10 years, alright? You're back on the list for me to visit. But yeah, very happy to see the Philippines up there. Turkey's also up in 6th now, from 19th. And then we got Italy, dropping from 5th to 7th. Canada in 8th again. Germany in 9th, dropping from 7th. Who is he? Oh, I'm on the right lane. And then France rounds out the top 10 after being 9th in 2021. South Africa is in 11th. Well done, Brayton. Well done, co-driver. You're doing some good work in South Africa. As South Africa actually climbed the highest from 37th as well. So, very good work, co-driver. A lot of good liking that. Unfortunately, a couple of countries that did well in 2021, which was Brazil in 6th, Belgium in 10th. They dropped down to 21st and 44th. So I've got to start appealing to Brazil and Belgium again. And maybe I've got to do some more sim racing, you know, for Brazilian vans. And I'll go on Automobilista 2 more. I barely went on it I didn't actually go on it last year, 2022. That's why I've got to bring back Automobilista 2, don't I? Alright. So it's on the list. It's on the list. Because there's quite a lot of games I'm eyeing this year. I'll put up the list now. Come on, editing, Kev. I know you can do it. So, as you can see, there are lots of games compared to 2022, when I've had maybe half the games I was eyeing, and of course I only played a handful of them. I've still got lots to check out and explore. But yeah, you can see quite a few question marks as well, because we're not actually sure if these games are... Some of them have been announced, but there's been no screenshots. Some of them have not been announced, such as the Art of Racing, which might be a sequel from the Art of Rally, because Fun Select to make Art of Rally have been posting these cryptic screenshots on their Twitter, so you never know, there might be a new game coming. Same for games that are announced, such as like IndyCar and 24 Hours of Le Mans, because they're done by Motorsport Games, who have now the exclusive licenses for those events and series, but don't look like they're producing shit with them. It's a bit like Pikes Peak with Polyphony Digital, isn't it? Like, well, not as bad, because Polyphony Digital is not as bad as Motorsport Games, but yeah, I don't know what's happening with IndyCar. It might just be like a add-on to R Factor 2, like BTCC's turned into, because they've seen all the touring cars being added to that game rather than being in its own game, which it was meant to be by now. So yeah, we'll see what's happening with all those licenses that Motorsport Games are hoarding. And definite games that you can see on the list that I'd definitely be playing. Maybe not maybe not Kart Rider Drift. I'll check it out. It's one of the many games I'll probably check out, and then if it's alright, or if there's something fun to say, or I'll say it. Make it a video, but more than likely you won't. But we'll definitely be checking out Supercross 6, even though 5 was a disappointment and 6 is still made by Milestone. Supercross is like the only series I can bear for Milestone now. Like, MotoGP's unfortunately gone in the gutter after 22 being so lack of inspiration, and the Superbike series they brought back was just DLC for MotoGP. It should not have been its own game. It was absolutely pathetic as a standalone release. So yeah, we'll see what Supercross is. It might be the last time I try Supercross, but we'll see. It's one of those series in real life as well, following the real life series that I really got into the last few years, a bit like Dakar. So I do really want the Supercross 6 going to actually be decent, but it doesn't look like it. From the advertising, they're not really showing any new features or anything. They're just like, this is the most realistic game ever. Look at this. Look at these smart little moves we've got going in the air. We've got smoother controls and everything. That means the game's probably going to be a bit shit. So we'll see for Milestone. Maybe they'll finally turn it around. I mean, they have actually released a good game in the last few years, which is the Hot Wheels thing, which is the only game I've not checked out from them in the last few years. So who knows? Maybe it'll be decent. And that's why I still got MotoGP 23 up there, because again, it's probably a game I'm going to check out when it's released, and then we'll see how it goes and if it actually is decent or not. Fingers crossed it is, but again, I don't have very high hopes for it. Like the MotoGP series, it's kind of been riding on the coattails of Rossi. Well, the only reason to get 22 was that 9 series, which featured his 2009 season, his last title win the season for Rossi. And then we had like historic stuff before then. We even had Valentino Rossi the game as well, which featured every single milestone just dumped into one game, which was really good actually, going back to it now. Handed might not be as good, but it's just fun. That's something we're missing from your milestone. Fun games. That's maybe why people like Hot Wheels, because it was fun compared to your usual stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for MotoGP 23. The bike game I definitely will be checking out though is TT Otto Man 3. We're getting back into the TT Otto Man series, and TT Otto Man 3 is being made by the Rims Racing creators, which is Race Forward Studios, but they're renamed to like KT Italy or something. I can't remember the name now. But if they can mix that handling model in Rims Racing, because they made a fantastic superbikes in their game. It just didn't have a lot of content, unfortunately, to go with it in Rims Racing. It had one gimmick, and they built the whole game around it. If they can make that handling, transport it into Isle of Man 3, with the promise of an open world, of basically an Isle of Man to explore with all events, and of course the big event as well, they could be onto a winner there. That could be like, that could be the bike game I'll probably be playing the most. Because I really do like the TT Otto Man series. 1 was a bit grindy, admitting the handling was a dreadful, but 2, the handling was slightly improved, and I really like career mode. It flowed pretty well, career mode. Like, it didn't take too long to do seasons, and you could have the option of doing like the classic TT, the Super Sport TT, the Superbike TT, well, actually the Senior TT as well. So yeah, you had all these options of the TTs you could do throughout the year, and it just flowed nicely career mode. So I'm hoping to kind of keep that flowing career, even though it's going to be an open world to explore now, to all these events. But yeah, really looking forward to TT Otto Man 3. That's probably the game I'm most looking forward to next year, along with, but it's not really looking forward to, it's just I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the WRC license, because it's back in the hands of Cody's, as they got it from KT Racing at the beginning of this year. But it's Cody's with EA. It's double trouble. We've seen what's happened to the F1 series. I'm worried what's going to happen to the WRC series as well. All they need to do to satisfy our WRC geeks is have Dirt Rally 2.0, but you've had it in the WRC series, and you've made your stages a bit better. That's all we need. That's all we need. Hands in, okay, it's a bit over the top on times. As I said, I've explained it about the last time I streamed Dirt Rally, with like the edge grip on the tyres, I think it is, or just going over the limit, and it goes, whoa, a bit extreme when you're losing it. Otherwise, that handling is pretty decent for, you know, that in-between simulation and arcade. Like, it's pretty good at that. You just need that with the modern WRC cars. Please do not screw it up and had WRC coin or whatever bullshit you had it, like you did with the F1 series. Don't do that. But it's an EA published game. It's Cody's. There's probably going to be lots of bullshit coming along with the game, just like we had with KT Racing. But at least with KT Racing, it's more frustrating in the sense that they had a good game, they just could not execute it properly. There's always bugs, always issues. It is always almost good, almost great. They just could not execute it properly. The problem with having EA and WRC and Cody, is that we know they can execute it properly. They just like putting lots of bullshit in their games. So we'll see how much bullshit we've got to put up with for that. Talking about bullshit as well, there's the F1 23 game as well. F1 Manager 2023. The first game was actually really disappointing. I thought Frontier, who made like Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, the Jurassic Park Evo games as well, I thought we're on to win it here. We're going to have a fantastic F1 Manager game. They released incredibly basic F1 Manager game, and like Motorsport Manager blows it out of the water. So I'm hoping there's a bit better F1 Manager 2023. I'm hoping they can take back all of the feedback we've given them and actually improve it quite a lot. Otherwise, that's another game I probably won't check out next year in 24. And then the other big release to probably check out for next year is going to be Test Drive. Test Drive Unlimited Soda Crown, which is going to be from KT Racing, who made the WRC games. Lots of pressure on them. You know it's going to be set in Hong Kong. And it's going to be headed by the guy who actually did the old Test Drive Unlimited games as well. Please don't screw it up, KT. KT, we know you can make a game, alright? We know you got good ideas, alright? We know you got all of this, was it the framework to make a good game? Just test it this time. Just test it. 5,000 hours a week testing of that game, alright? So you can get rid of all the bugs. And you can finally release a game which we could say is good. Or great even. Just a game that does not have a ton of just annoying bugs or features that are just not fulfilling itself 100%. Come on, KT Racing. I'm rooting for you, KT Racing. Alright? I'm rooting for you not to screw up this time. But yeah, lots of pressure. I might be going back as well, playing the old Test Drive Unlimited games as well. So I've got a bit of a reference point as well before that comes out. Probably later this year, I think it's coming out. They haven't said it exact time. They've said it's this year. Probably pushed out to 2024. Knowing the games industry is probably going to be pushed back to next year. But yeah, those are like the major releases looking out for this year. And then kind of the schedule for this year as well. So you see we've got new games coming, or old games we're playing for the first time, you know, such as this, such as American Truck Sim, such as Beam NG. Going to continue doing that. We're going to go back to the Sims as well, because we barely played the Sims last year, so you're going to see some more Race Room ranked online, iRacing, Local Motorsport, I think it is called, for R Factor 2 and ACC, which is like online racing, like lobbies, you know, a bit like iRacing. But for those games, so I might be doing that for just R Factor 2. I don't really play ACC anymore. Even though there's meant to be updates coming for ACC next year, so you never know. So yeah, you're probably going to see a bit more some ranked online racing, lots more ranked online racing, because the big game you're probably going to see next year is probably actually my favourite game that was not released in 2022 from last year, and that is Richard Burns Rally, because I got back into it a major way. It is probably my most played game apart from this at the moment, and I've signed up for the American Racing Championship, American Rally Championship. So they've got a full calendar throughout the whole of the year. So we're going to be busy on Richard Burns Rally, and not just on that, joining just regular online leagues as well, online championships that they got going without passwords as well. So there's going to be lots of racing and rallying in Richard Burns Rally. So you're going to see a lot of Richard Burns Rally this year, and I'm very much looking forward to showing it off to you as well. As I said, it's a game that I've got back into a big way in the past few months, so very much looking forward to that. I'm going to be driving either the Subaru or Mitsubishi R4, no, not R4, N4 cars, or the new Ford Fiesta, Rally 3 car. It's going to be one of those. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I just have to get used to Richard Burns Rally. It's still a learning process as ever Richard Burns Rally, but we're finishing over half the stages now, so I feel like I'm at that level now where I can take part in it and feel a bit confident I'm going to get a result. So yeah, we might do, you know, some couple like streams of like online rally before the first round in a couple weeks time. But yeah, expect lots of Richard Burns Rally along with Race Room, iRacing, I said Local Motorsports as well, for all your competitive racing. And as I said, the one genre we probably slacked off the most in 2022 was like bikes. I rarely played bike games like for most of last year. Got kind of back into the track they are, which is always improving, always expanding, but still not in that state yet. It's going to take a few years yet, I think, to get into a kind of getting out of early access state. I think track they are, but we definitely release videos on it though. It's got some good, decent mod support as well, so always stuff to check out with that at the moment. And as I said, very excited for TTR Man 3, so you might see a bit of 2 before then. And of course, as I said, the same studio that's making TTR Man 3 did Rims Racing, so I've still got to finish that damn series, so you're probably going to see the end of that as well this year in the next coming months before TTR Man 3 comes out. And then along with that, yeah, we've got the Supercross, and going back to playing more retro games as well. This is something I've kind of teased in the past, like retro playthroughs or classic playthroughs. Like I've done Seblo Rally Evo, just games I like missed, or games that are a bit older, because I've got lots of Xbox 360 games. That was my habit during the height of the pandemic, was collecting Xbox 360 games. So I've got lots of Xbox 360 games to go back to, as I said, with Test Drive Unlimited, with the old Superbike and MotoGP series back when they were actually respected. Well, maybe not the MotoGP series, but the Superbike series was apparently really good back in the day. So yeah, we're definitely going to show that. Oh, gone past Napoli. God damn it. Don't mind me, coppers, just speeding. They didn't notice anything. Good. Oh god, I'm going to have to go back up here and turn round. No! Oh, I just got it down to 1,000 kilometers as well. God damn it. God, making it so much longer for ourselves here. Fuel is decent as well, though. We're doing well. So yeah, you can see a lot more maybe older games. The WRC games as well from KT Racing, because I'm going to do like a big video covering all of that, covering the ups and downs of the WRC series with them from 5 to Generations. So you might see some playthroughs of that as well, going back to couple games I played on the channel, such as 8 and 9 and 7, I think, as well. But I never showed off 6. 5 I've forgotten about. I've erased that from my memory, so you probably will never see that on this channel again. But yeah, I could definitely play through like 6, 7, 8. Because 8 I haven't actually played on Steam yet, so it'd be like fresh installs for 7, 8, 9, 10 as well. No, 10 not actually. 10's not a fresh install. And then of course we've got Generations as well to go through that series until we win it, until we finally win a WRC title. And maybe even do it in a private tier team with our Toyota, and that'll be starting in a couple weeks time, that series as well. But in January though, we'll be focusing on, as I said, Richard Burns Rally, on Dakar Desert Rally as well. We've got the playthrough of the buggy and the quad to do for the full length Dakars, which will be for 2020 and 2022. And then for 2021 we're going to go back to the truck and try and do well, as well as the real life Dakars roaring on during its first week at the moment. Then you might have seen the first stream of this year was the Dirt Rally 2.0 online, and we've got a couple online events per month, so we're probably going to do show off Dirt Rally 2.0 as well. And I've also got to go back and finish the Comic Quay DLC as well for that, because I have only done 14 or 15 of the events out of 40 that you can do in that DLC. So yeah, we've got to go back through it all and play through all of that as well. So what that's to look forward to. And then this month as well, there's an update on Art of Rally as well. So that'll be a nice little kind of bookend on Art of Rally, which is my favourite game from 2021. And then the return of Power Oversteer. I only did one episode of Power Oversteer last year, which was the Supercross preview. So already working out ideas and trying to script it for a couple for this month. And yeah, maybe have like 1 or 2 per month. I don't know. I can't figure out exact. This is the only thing I can't figure out is how to do Power Oversteer, basically. Like how long the videos have got to be, what they're going to be about. Because I don't want it to be just a preview and review series like it's previously been. I want it to be a bit more than that. So I don't know, we'll figure it out during the year, hopefully, and we can finally be a bit more regular with Power Over Steel on this channel as well, the real life motorsport show on this channel. So yeah, that is all to expect for 2023. I think I've gone through it all. Oh, apart from the schedule. I forgot to mention this about the schedule, because in the analytics as well, you get to see when your viewers are most on. And you're mostly on during the week, in the evening. Who would have thought that? But you're also on Sundays. You're not on Fridays and Saturdays, though, which I can understand. You'll be out partying or just crying in the corner of your room into your pillow. But yeah, we're mostly going to be shifting the schedule a bit. So of course I stream Tuesday. We're probably going to aim streaming 2 or 3 times per week. As you heard, there's lots of stuff to be streaming now for me. It's mostly going to be online stuff in the first month, at least in January. So they're mostly going to be aiming, what, Tuesday, maybe Thursday, Sunday for the streams. There's still the NFL on. I will warn you, and I'm an NFL fan, you might not have it this month. But yeah, once the NFL is over, the beginning of Feb, you might see the regular Sunday streams, which is something that's never happened on the channel. It's normally been Friday or Saturday, but I might shift that to Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and then we can have 1 or 2 videos during the week as well, because as you heard, that balance between streaming and videos was way off. So yeah, we got to improve that this year, so there should be a more even split between videos and streaming, because remember, on YouTube it's not just a streaming platform, it's not just a video platform, it's a mixture of everything. I also got to start doing shorts as well, because apparently those are really good for your channels. So yeah, we're going to hopefully have an even split between the content, between the videos, the streaming. The stream will probably get out of control, to be honest, with all the playthroughs and that I've got planned, and all the, as you've heard, all the online racing I've got planned as well. That might get a bit out of control of the streaming, but at least if I produce like 1 or 2 videos per week, or just aim for like 5 videos a month or something like that, then at least that kind of balances out. Like, it's not going to be ridiculously like over the top streaming or over the top videos. As long as it's kind of even, that's what we'll be aiming for this year. But yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. I rambled on for 1,000 kilometers in game, which is like an hour. I was thinking, it's not an hour, no, it's 6 minutes per hour. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of the hours, was I? I had to sleep in the middle of that. But yeah, those are the ideas for 2023. That was 2022. Of course, the main goal of 2023 is just going to be staying healthy, so I can keep up with all the plans that I've got laid out. Hopefully for the first time in probably the history of this channel, I can actually follow those plans as well, because if you didn't realise, I've been doing this a decade. I don't think in that whole decade I've actually been able to stay kind of regular with my scheduling, or regular with the videos or the streaming. It's been a bit all over the place. Hopefully 2023 will finally be the year to break that mould, but we'll see. As I'm blocking in a bus as well. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm going to continue getting lost in Italy then, it looks like. We haven't even made it to France. That's the main reason I wanted to drag you along with me on this truck trip, was for us to enter France for the first time. And we're not even going to get there. Oh well. Well, I hope you enjoyed the old rambling. As I said, slam up to everybody who kind of put up with the channel last year. You know, you stuck around, you watched, you liked, you subscribed, you even just checked it out and went away again, you disliked, you commented. You did anything for the channel last year. I'm always thankful. There's a little audience here. And as I said, hopefully in 2023, with all these plans, we can start to build that audience, and yeah, you can finally start fulfilling the potential I feel that this channel has. But I'll be hopefully seeing you in France shortly. In this, oh, we made it to Napoli. We're getting there. No, Napoli's going south. Oh my god. We're not going to France. We're going the other way. Oh my god. I've even gone the wrong way. Oh, I've gone south instead of north. Oh, instead of west. Oh, this has been terrible, isn't it? Alright, scrap this. I'm going home. But yeah, thanks for watching all. And I will see you all in the next video, stream, shorts, post, nap time. I am actually tired as well. We should probably put over. So yeah, I'll see you all then.